At exactly 8:47 a.m. local time, a supersonic anti-ship missile slammed into the side of the 300,000-ton supertanker Pacific Star. The explosion lit up the sky like a second sun. Black smoke boiled 2,000 feet high. The Strait of Hormuz, the jugular of the world's oil supply, just flatlined. This is Red Alert Intel. And right now, one American warship is about to rip it back open. The Strait of Hormuz is only 21 miles wide at its narrowest point. 21 million barrels of oil flow through it every single day. That's 20% of the planet's entire supply. Close it for 48 hours and global oil prices triple. Close it for a week, and the world economy goes dark. At 9:02 a.m., Iranian Revolutionary Guard commanders declared the strait a war zone. Mines were already in the water. 9:15 a.m. Iranian fast attack boats, 30 of them, scream out of Bandar Abbas at 50 knots, each packed with C-802 anti-ship missiles. 9:28 a.m. Coastal batteries light up. 12 supersonic cruise missiles streak low over the water. 9:41 a.m. Shahd 136 suicide drones rise in swarms. Over 200 strong, their engines screaming like angry hornets. And then, at 9:55 a.m., the first hypersonic glide vehicle launches from a mobile launcher deep inside Iran. Mach 8. Impossible to track. Impossible to stop. Or so they thought.
47 miles east, alone on the surface, the Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer USS Gravely, DDG-107, is already at General Quarters. Captain Laura Reyes stands on the bridge, Aegis SPY-1 radar painting the entire Gulf in real time. She doesn't wait for orders from the Pentagon. She already has them. Set Condition 1, weapons free on all hostile tracks. The Gravely is not just a ship, she is a floating Aegis combat system with 96 vertical launch cells, SM-6 missiles that can kill aircraft, cruise missiles, ballistic missiles, and yes, they have shot down hypersonics in classified tests. At 10:07 a.m., the first Iranian cruise missile appears on the scope at Mach 0.9, sea skimming at 20 feet. Aegis lights it up. 2 SM-6s ripple off the forward deck. Impact, fireball, debris rains into the Gulf. 10 seconds later, CWAS Gatling guns on both sides of the ship spin up, 4,500 rounds per minute of tungsten fury. A dozen Shahed drones turn to scrap metal in under 6 seconds. But the Iranians are learning. They switch tactics. 10:22 a.m. Iranian Kilo-class submarine Tariq fires 2 wake-homing torpedoes from the shallows. Gravely's AN/SQQ-89 sonar screams. The ship heels hard to port. Decoy launchers fire. 1 torpedo detonates early, the second is still closing. Captain Reyes, all engines ahead flank, right full rudder. The destroyer cuts a knife-edge turn at 32 knots. The torpedo misses by 40 yards. She's buying time because the real hammer is about to fall. 10:37 a.m. The hypersonic glide vehicle, the one they said was unstoppable, screams over the horizon at Mach 8.5. Aegis tracks it, but the intercept window is 8 seconds. Reyes makes the call no captain wants to make. Launch SM-3 Block 2A, ballistic mode. 2 SM-3s roar off the deck. 1 fails to acquire. The second SM-3 detonates in a perfect collision course at 120,000 feet. The hypersonic vehicle disintegrates into a shower of molten debris that rains harmlessly into the sea. But that wasn't the twist. The twist was already underwater. At 10:44 a.m., the Virginia-class fast attack submarine USS Minnesota, SSN 387, which had been silently trailing the Gravely for 36 hours under classified rules of engagement, surfaces just long enough to ripple-fire 12 Tomahawk Block 5 missiles. target package.
At 10:58 a.m., the Gravely goes weapons hot on every remaining threat. 96-cell VLS lights up like a 4th of July nightmare for Iran. SM-6s, SM-2s, ESSMs, and naval strike missiles ripple off in salvos. Iranian fast boats explode in chains. One missile, 3 boats. Drones fall like burning leaves. The last C-802 battery on the coast disappears in a fireball so bright it's visible from space. CWIS phalanx guns chatter non-stop. Spent brass rains across the weather deck. At 11:19 a.m., the Minnesota puts 2 Mark 48 AD-cap torpedoes into the Kilo submarine to wreck. The ocean lights up from below. The sub never surfaces again. Captain Reyes, voice calm over the net. Strait is now open. All commercial traffic, you are cleared to transit. U.S. Navy is on station. By 6:12 a.m. the next morning, less than 20 hours after the first missile strike, the first oil tanker clears the strait under Gravely's escort. Iranian forces have lost 43 fast boats, 1 submarine, 200-plus drones, and every coastal missile battery within range. The Gravely took 0 hits. Her Aegis system performed exactly as designed. Her crew, 320 Americans, just reminded the world what one properly armed U.S. warship can do when the gloves come off. Global oil prices spiked 180% overnight, then collapsed 110% by noon as the first tankers cleared the choke point. The message was received in Tehran, Beijing, and Moscow. One ship, one night. The Strait of Hormuz is open, and the United States Navy still owns the oceans. This isn't Hollywood. This is the exact war plan U.S. Central Command has rehearsed for the last decade, updated for hypersonics, drone swarms, and mine warfare. The Gravely and her sisters are on patrol right now. If you want the full classified level breakdown of every weapon system we just showed you, Aegis baselines, SM-6 kill chains, Virginia-class silent ops, drop Hormuz in the comments, and I'll drop the extended 28-minute classified cut in your feed. Smash that like button if you want the U.S. Navy to stay this lethal. Subscribe and turn notifications on because the next flashpoint is already ticking. Red Alert Intel. We don't speculate. We simulate the war before it starts. I'll see you in the next brief. Stay frosty.